Hello, everyone. Let's see if it works this week. Last week, I went live and it didn't work. Let's see. Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
how
Oh,
you
there's a
doing?
lag. It's like slow. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Happy
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday. What are you guys up to?
Nothing much. Just finished cooking that famous Sunday dinner, getting everybody settled in, ready for Monday. What about you?
Nice. Same. I was just working today. My kids, my husband are out, giving me some time to do my live. Yes. And yeah, I'm not doing much. Business is getting a little busy now because it's Black History Month. Last month was
Yeah,
slow, so good and bad. All right,
you'll see a
welcome.
couple orders from me. Right.
Yeah. Good. And you know what? Remember that plant that I bought when I saw you guys at the Jabali Jungle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is dead. It's been
Oh no, we have to replace it for you.
oh my God. I was hopeful because it was one of those arrowhead plants and I had killed like two of them already. I was hopeful that it would work out, but no, that's been dead for a long time. So
To be fair, those things are hard.
yeah, they are. Next time I see you, I have to get some more plants.
Yes, hopefully we see each other during pop-up season again.
Right. Yeah, yeah, let's go. I want to do some stuff in Philly. So hopefully when I'm down there.
Yeah, it's always a good time out here.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see who's here. I'm good. I don't really pay attention to the comments because I can't do more than one thing at a time. So if you guys want to look at the comments, then that's fine, but I really can't. Um, all right. So this is Black Love and Play It, episode 2. Last week we started episode 1 with Nia, and that was so much fun. We talked about all things Black love and plants, relationships, our kids, just friendships, friendships that we made through plants, and all kinds of fun stuff. So now we have Growing Up Taurus. It's Briana and Sebastian, right?
Yes.
Yes. Welcome, welcome. All right, so how about you guys just tell us about yourself?
Okay, well, like she said, we are Brianna and Sebastian Torres from Growing Up Torres. We are a very small online-based plant company. We sell plants, plant care products, our own homemade concoctions, and we also sell unique plant gifts like mounted Hoyas, and we have a couple new things coming up this season. So,
That's awesome. I have to check out your website. I'm trying to save my little coins, but I'll be shopping soon.
listen, it's hard.
Yeah, man. There's so many people out here to buy from, and I'm like, I feel bad, but I can't be spending all my money.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so thank you for the introduction. Me and Brianna and Sebastian actually met each other in Philly last year at a pop-up shop called the Jabali Jungle, which I hope that Erica does it again because it was a really great experience.
Yes. She did
Um,
a really good job. It was a lot
yeah,
of fun. Yeah,
yeah.
it was.
And I think people don't realize like what really goes into like planning one of those things, and she did an amazing job planning it because I had just planned one
Yeah.
like a month before, and I know it was work. I was so stressed. So when I saw that she like put that together so well, I was so happy. So I hope she does
Yeah.
it again. All right. So you told us about yourself. So how did you guys get into plants and into this plant business and this plant life, and how long have you been in it?
I think individually, I got into plants from a young age. That was like me and my mom's thing. Every like spring season, we go out there, we do our hens and chickens and our little succulents. stuff basically that you can't kill.
Mm.
Both of my grandmothers, they had like plants around the house, like the staple plants, like pothos and philodendrons. So it was like secondhand to us and our family and stuff like that.
And then
Yeah.
I think together when we started, like when we got married and settled down and got our first place, we became plant parents as we were becoming real parents. And we've been
Yeah.
growing plants with our family ever since.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
just
that.
growing up.
Growing up Torres. So are you guys both from
Yes.
New Jersey or somewhere else?
Brooklyn.
Yes, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, Brooklyn
And I was born in Texas.
in Texas. Oh, so you're like a transplant all the way over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I lived in Brooklyn for a few years. I actually met my husband in Brooklyn. So
Oh,
Brooklyn's got it
really?
close. Yes. Brooklyn is close to my heart.
Um,
Um, all right. So what is your favorite part about raising plants together? You said you started your family and your plant family together. So what's your favorite part about doing that?
I think it's good to see each other's styles and like how each other works and be able to complement each other with that, not only in plants, but in business and in raising kids.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any like issues with one of you having a certain style and the other one having a certain style? And how do you figure that out?
I think he pretty much lets me have my way.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
we had some fights in the beginning about there not being enough space.
Right.
Like that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But then I realized like if we put stuff in bowls and like terrariums and stuff, we could add more into the house without taking up as much space.
Yeah.
So it's like a perfect.
It's like a balance.
Yeah,
You get
exactly.
to, it's like a give and take for us.
Mhm.
Like a compromise. That's good.
Right.
So have you mentioned you are raising plants and a family at the same time. So have you seen any parallels between parenting your human baby and your plant babies?
Oh, for
Yes,
sure.
all the time.
And we have a high functioning autistic daughter. So she's like all over the
Super
place
cute,
all the
by the
time.
way. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're awesome.
But you saw she's literally nonstop.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that we learned about plants, we learned about her, like patience. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
That being a big one.
Get
Yeah.
out of their way, let them do what they're going to do. You cannot control everything. Definitely two of like the main lessons I think we
Yeah.
learned.
Yeah, that's true. I have a 2-year-old, so he's like rambunctious and all over the place. So I'm right there with you, learning patience and also accountability. I posted about that the other day, like taking accountability for, you know, kids get into things. Toddlers are toddlers, kids are kids, and they're going to do stuff. So I can't get mad at my kids for doing kid stuff when I know that I should have been on it. So plants have definitely taught me a lot of things about parenting, and patience is definitely one of them.
Yes.
And to be kinder to yourself too.
Yeah,
Right.
give
You're
yourself
gonna make
grace.
mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. Because nobody's a perfect parent. I don't think that there is such
Exactly.
thing as being a perfect parent. And also that kids are all different. So your child may act a different way than my child does, and my 2 kids, even though they are siblings, they act completely different. And I also learned that through plants. Yeah, they're like 2 completely different people, but I learned that through plants as well because our plants are not the same. You can't care for them the same. If you try to care for them the exact same way, you're gonna fail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They got little personalities.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell me one way that has plants helped your relationship skills in your marriage?
Yeah. I would say it helped me understand a lot, like, again, with the patience, it helped me understand more, like, to calm down and not rush into things, and to be more observant with scanning the room or how my wife would feel about certain things, or the
Reading
same,
the situation.
yeah, or the same with my daughter. Like, if I know something's gonna irritate her, I'll try to avoid that whole situation and make it more smoother. You know what I mean? Like a whole transition being easier.
And I think for me, it's more learning that people communicate differently. Like I'm a really blunt, in your face, let's get it out, get it done type of person. And he's a
Mhm.
little bit more, you got to pull it out of him because he's in his brain.
Yeah.
So we learned that about each other pretty fast.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds a lot like me and my husband as well. Like I have to like force him to communicate. And you have to really learn that about people and compromise because if I want you to just say something, you're not just going to say it just because I want you to say it. Like you have to learn to compromise.
100%. And remember that the other person is trying to come from a place of love too.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's definitely a journey. Both both taking care of your plants and taking care of your relationships is definitely a journey. It's not something that you're gonna like just jump into. All right. And besides your marriage, has your relationship with plants either created or strengthened your relationships with anybody else in your lives, like your parents or your friends, and with who and how?
Recently, me and my father started reconnecting again. And come to find out, we both are interested in plants. I'm more of the indoor plants, with the foliage, and he's more of the outdoor plants and all about the flowers and stuff. And it's like so cool after 20 years to come back full circle and realize that we have so much in common, especially
Oh,
with the plants. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's cool to watch
awesome.
them grow.
That is awesome, and it's rare because a lot of times when like kids and parents are estranged, they're not coming together for
Yeah,
anything. So that's good.
Yeah, you find
exactly.
that
That's
common ground.
amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think for me, um, it helped strengthen my relationships with Black women in general because growing up, like I had a really hard time fitting in, you know what I mean? I was always like weird or awkward or a little bit nerdy. And I feel like this community has given me a chance to like open up and to be myself and to forge these bonds and make these relationships, which I love so much.
Yeah, I agree with that because I grew up in an area that I was like the only black girl there a lot of the time. So for me to like when I moved to Brooklyn, it was hard for me to like mesh with other black women, and I feel like when I got into the plant community, it made it so much easier because it's people that I'm have so much in common with. Like we're just cool and it's not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree with that as well. Um, all right. So you guys answer all my questions. Do you have anything else to say? And we're gonna play a trivia game.
Okay. All right. Do you want to add anything else? I'm just excited to be
Right,
here. I'm
honestly.
excited to get to talk to you. We've been following you for a long time. We love
Oh,
everything you do.
thank you so much. I follow you guys too. I love it. And I see
I
that.
still got to get some more stuff from you guys.
Hmm.
Yes. I see that you guys do stuff with the shop planting people in Philadelphia, right?
Hmm.
How did that come about? Do you sell from her or in her store?
You know what's We actually met her at the Jabali Jungle as well,
Okay.
and she approached me about buying some of my products wholesale to put in the store. And she invited me out to do like a vendor highlight. It was huge. If you're ever in Philly, you definitely have to go to her shop. But she
Yeah.
features a whole bunch of, yeah, you have to. Small Black businesses all over the place. I mean, the store is just like all Black all the time. I
Yes.
love it so
Yeah.
much.
That's my favorite. I love when people give other black people, let me just say it, black people, this is Black History Month, so we gonna keep it real over here. When black people give other black people a space to just be there because it's hard to get into people's stores. It's hard to sell wholesale, it's
Mhm.
hard to do all that stuff. So if you have the power to do it, do it. And that's for anybody that's listening who has that power, like give other people that platform and help out. It's not competition. It's you guys
Mhm.
are supposed to be helping each other. That's awesome that she does that. That's really awesome. And when I go to Philly,
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while. When I go down there, I have a few places that I want to visit. Um, all right, we're gonna play a trivia game now.
Okay.
It's Would You Rather. So you guys can just answer individually, or you can answer together. So, this first one is not Would You Rather. If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be?
Hmm. I was to be an expert at something.
That's hard. I think I'd be an expert in other languages. I've always wanted to learn another language. Like if I could just travel all over the world and talk to people when I get there.
And just understand.
I would,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
yeah, I would probably like want to be an expert in stocks or something like that.
Yeah, make a lot of money.
Make that money,
Right.
yes. That's a good one. Both of those are good. And you could use both of those together to rule the world. Yes. All
Right.
right. So now this is would you rather. Would you rather be able to change the past or control what happens in the future?
I think I'd rather control what happens in the future.
What about
I
you?
think I would rather go back with the past because everybody learns from it. You can't learn from the future because it never happened.
That's true. That's very
All right,
true.
now we need a tiebreaker. What about you?
Me? I think that I would control what happens in the future because, like Sebastian said, I learned from the past. So now I have all that wisdom. I don't want to change it because I got all the wisdom. So now I move to the future and I use my wisdom and make that money and
Exactly.
do all these things I want to do. All right. Next question. Would you rather be able to be invisible or read people's minds?
I think I'd rather be
I
invisible
was gonna say the same.
because I don't want to know what people are thinking
Right.
sometimes. That's scary.
That's true. Same answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the reading the minds thing being like how in that one movie uh What a Man Likes, how she was able
What
to
a man
read.
wants, and it was
Yeah.
never quiet.
I'm just picturing it like that. I'm okay.
Oh, think like a man.
Yeah,
Just constant noise. Like I would not want that. Cause then I'm like,
Yeah.
get out of my head. Yeah. I feel like I'm like that now because my kids are not ever quiet. So I'm like, I already feel like that and I don't want to be like that. Yeah.
right.
All right, next question. Would you rather lose your phone or lose your keys?
Keys.
Yes, definitely.
Keys.
Definitely my keys. I could call somebody to help me out with my keys, but if I lose my phone, I'm just
Debit cards and passwords.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. We actually lost our keys in the summertime and we were like screwed. I had no car for like 3 days. Yeah, that was a mess. But I think I would
Oh
rather lose my
no.
keys too. 'Cause with the phone, you can do so many things. With your keys, you could always just replace
Mhm.
them. All right, next one. Would you rather live without hope or live without love? I think they froze. All right, I think growing up Taurus froze. Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay.
There we
I
go.
think they're back. Hi.
There we go. So the question was live without hope or live without love, right?
Yeah, live without hope or live without love.
I think I'd rather live.
I'd live without hope. Because at least if I have love, I'll be alright with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Even if you can't look forward to the future, you have the present.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I don't know.
I
That's a
was about
hard
to say,
one.
what about you? That was a hard one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would rather live without hope too, because love is now. Did you guys freeze again? Oh my gosh. They froze again.
Yes.
Well, if you guys can hear me, if you have any questions or that's true, Nona. That's very true. We lose hope and then we still keep going. Wait, I think they're coming back.
Hey,
Hi.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. All right. Next one. Would you rather get dressed up for a night out or stay home and have a movie night in sweats?
I'd stay home and have a movie night in sweats.
I think because we rarely do it, I want to get dressed up.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. I like staying home, but but we're home all the time. So like you said, I don't know. That's a hard one too. These are hard questions, but I think I would say, get dressed up and go out just because we never do. Like, what is date night? That doesn't exist.
After you find the babysitter and put the outfit and the hair together, you don't want to go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm ready for the sweats again because I'm tired. All right, next one. This is the last question, guys. You and your spouse get trapped. Oh, hold on. You and your spouse get trapped on a magical desert island. All right, so you guys are stuck on an island together. Would you rather their bottom half get turned into a fish or their top half?
No.
Oh, that's hard.
You're going to be a fish on top for sure.
I think I would have to say the same. Fish on top.
On top.
We're clearly together for the right reason.
You guys are perfect for each other. And I would say the same thing, on top. Yes. What about you, Nona? You over here laughing. Would you rather have fish on the bottom or top?
Fish on the top.
If you guys have any questions in the comments, I'm looking at comments now. So if you have any questions, let us know. If you want to answer our trivia questions, you can answer too.
Yeah, some of those were hard.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
I know.
She be crushing. Yeah.
That's my girl. That's Nona. She's actually she's the guest on the live next week with photosynthesis.
Oh, I will be here.
Nona always comes with the gems and the knowledge, so I'm excited for that. Nona. She said everybody needs that bottom action. Goodbye. Good night, Nona. She's crazy. All right. Well, that's all I got, guys. If you have any questions, ask me some questions. If you have anything else to say, anything you want to say to your people who's watching, who's going to watch. Oh, I put these lives on my YouTube channel, so if anybody wants to watch the replays, the YouTube is in my my link.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we just want to thank everybody for watching, and don't forget to go to Ava and Avery and growinguptorres.com and get a whole bunch of planty stuff from all of us.
Right.
Yes. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being in my live. Oh, wait. We got a question. Hold on. Nona said, how did plants bring the two of you together? Like, did you meet through plants or you met outside of that?
We actually met. I went to college at Seton Hall for a while, and then I went to Job Corps to get my CNA in Buffalo. And he was up there getting his bricklayer certification. That's how we ended up meeting each other in the first place. And because I live all the way out here in South Jersey in the sticks, I think he loved coming out here to visit me more than me going out there to the city to visit him. So we spent a lot of time in nature when we first got together.
Oh, that's good. So you moved here, you moved to New Jersey like before you guys were together? Yes, I'm assuming.
I actually moved in with him first. We got a little place in the Bronx. It was horrible, but it was all we could afford. And then when we got engaged, we finally moved out here to be closer to my parents.
Okay, that's awesome. Nona again said, what plant describes your partner the best?
Hmm. Uh,
I would have to say that he is a snake plant. No, seriously. He's low maintenance, looks super nice and handsome, masculine in the corner, you know what I mean, by himself, but doesn't require very much, doesn't ask for very much, isn't very showy, but
Oh, that's good. See, it sounds bad when you say snake plant just because of
right.
the name. But then you describe it like snake plants are chill as hell, so that's good.
yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Right. I would have to say not a specific plant, but I would say it's more like she would be like a philodendron because it's the drama and like they're beautiful, you know what I mean? Like it's just a whole bunch. And sometimes they are a little bit frustrating to get around, like to learn the water schedule and all of that. But yeah, I would say a philodendron, any kind.
But I'm not Calathea dramatic.
Right.
Okay. All right. That's good. You're right in the middle. But you said it's frustrating once you to get into the curve of learning it, but once you learn it, philodendrons are beautiful plants.
Yes,
They are amazing. I love my philodendrons.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. All right. All right, guys. I'm so happy that I got to talk to you today. And maybe another time. I'm going to see you soon somewhere. Because we're
Yes.
not too far. All right. I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Do some self-care.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. Did you eat your dinner yet, or you just cooked it?
Oh, we're finished eating. Everything's packed up.
Right.
All right. All right. So enjoy the rest of your night. Go chill out. Hang out with the baby. Is your daughter asleep, or she's still running around?
She's still running around. Pray for us.
I'm praying for you, girl. I'm waiting for it. We'll see what happens when my kids get home, because, oh my goodness. They're actually in Brooklyn right now with their dad and grandma. But
hopefully they're getting tired and they just want to sleep when they get back.
Yeah, let's pray. Let's all sit down and pray. All right, guys. Good luck. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.